He was once the fearless captain of Real Madrid and a cornerstone of Spain's golden generation, a living legend, a symbol of strength, passion, and leadership. But in 2025, Sergio Ramos made a decision that no one saw coming, a move that left fans stunned and critics speechless. Instead of returning to Europe or announcing his retirement, Ramos chose a path that seemed almost unthinkable for a player of his legacy. He accepted the challenge of playing in Mexican football. That's right, he signed with Monterrey. But wait, that's only the beginning. This wasn't just any contract. We're talking about a multi-million-euro deal. Rumors suggest around 4 million euros per season, plus a series of mysterious bonuses that would leave even elite players envious. But what truly shocked everyone wasn't just the money. It was what came with it. The lifestyle, the demands, the strange clauses hidden in the agreement. Sergio didn't just move to Mexico to play football. He arrived with an aura of mystery, power, and influence that's now causing waves across the entire league. Why did he really go to Monterrey? What secrets are behind that golden contract? And most importantly, what is Sergio Ramos planning next? You think this is just another football transfer? Think again, because what's happening behind the scenes might change everything. When Sergio Ramos decided to take his talents to Mexico, he didn't come quietly, and he definitely didn't come cheap. He wasn't looking for a vacation or an easy ride toward retirement. No, Ramos came in with demands that made it clear. If he was going to leave Spain, he would do it on his terms. Private security for his family, a luxury mansion tailored to his lifestyle, a full support structure to make him feel right at home, even if home was now thousands of miles away from Madrid. We're talking about high-end everything, private chefs, barbecues by the pool, exclusive parties, and that unmistakable VIP treatment only a true football legend could command. This wasn't just a transfer, it was a statement. And then came the pitch. In the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, Ramos delivered the moment that reminded the world why his name still echoes in stadiums across the globe. A historic goal against Inter Milan, one that sent the crowd into a frenzy. People jumped from their seats shouting, celebrating, stunned by what they had just witnessed. At 38 years old, when most players are just trying to keep up, Ramos was stealing the spotlight. Calm, sharp, and deadly in front of goal, vintage Ramos. But here's where it gets interesting. While the football world was busy praising his performance, there was something else brewing in the background. A quiet buzz, whispers. Because behind all the headlines and goals, people started to wonder, what's really going on with Ramos in Monterrey? Is this just about football, or is there something bigger happening? And honestly, that's what makes his story so fascinating. Not just the goals, not just the fame, but the way he's living this chapter of his life, with intensity, mystery, and power. So now we ask you, is Ramos just chasing glory one last time, or is he building something even greater, far from the spotlight of Europe? Tell us what you think. Would you have expected this move from a legend like him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take on the Ramos era. Mexican edition. A lot of people thought he was done, that he'd head to Mexico just to relax, enjoy the sun, maybe play a few games here and there before hanging up his boots for good. After all, at his age, who would have blamed him? The man had won it all, Champions League titles, World Cups, La Liga glory. So when Sergio Ramos announced he was heading to Monterrey, many assumed it was his quiet farewell to the game. But they were wrong. Ramos didn't come to rest. He came to compete, and he made that crystal clear from the very start. In a fiery clash against Santos Laguna, when Monterrey needed someone to step up, Ramos delivered. A powerful, decisive goal that sealed the victory and left fans roaring in disbelief. It wasn't just a goal, it was a message to everyone who doubted him, a message that age, for legends like him, is just a number. While others slow down at 38, Ramos was out there commanding the defense, dictating the rhythm, and putting his name on the score sheet like he was still in his prime. But his impact didn't stop at the final whistle. Soon after, the club made another major announcement. Sergio Ramos would become Monterrey's official ambassador for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, set to take place across Mexico, the United States, and Canada. That's right. He wasn't just a player now. He had become the face of the club on the global stage, a symbol of ambition, a connection between one of the world's most historic players and the future of football in North America. It's wild to think that a move so many saw as the beginning of a quiet retirement has turned into something much bigger, something historic. Because when a global icon like Ramos decides to play in Mexico, it's not about winding down. It's not about fading out. It's about rewriting the story, changing the narrative, and proving once again why legends never really stop. Now the question is yours. Did you expect Sergio Ramos to still be making headlines in 2025? Is he building a legacy beyond Europe, or is this just the beginning of a new empire? Let us know in the comments. Because when a star like this shines in a new sky, the whole world watches. He didn't come just to play. He came to shine. And not in any ordinary way. No. Sergio Ramos arrived in Mexico wrapped in luxury, style, and that irresistible hint of drama that keeps everyone watching. From the moment he touched down, it was clear this wasn't just another chapter in his career. This was a show. And oh, what a performance it's been. With every move he makes, on or off the pitch, there's a headline waiting to be written. A flash of brilliance here, a controversial demand there. It's that perfect mix of football, fame, and flair. You know what we mean. That kind of story that makes you stop scrolling, rewind the play, and say, damn, what a pass. If you're into stories like this, where luxury meets football, and where the drama behind the scenes is just as wild as what happens during the 90 minutes, then you're in the right place. So don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit that like button if this story got you hooked. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because here we dig deep. We bring you the real behind the scenes of football, the way no one else dares to tell it. And trust us, this is just the beginning. Until then, take care. See you soon.